Hello, we are the group Black Angels. So for today's video, we were going to discuss about four topics, which are the evaluation, assessment, measurement, and test.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful angel. First things first, I'ma say all the words inside me.
Now let's proceed on the topic test. So test is the means by which the presence, quality, or genuineness of anything is determined, or a means of trial. So a test or examination is an educational assessment intended to measure a test taker's knowledge, skill, aptitude, physical fitness, or classification in many other topics. So whether you like it or not, tests are a way of checking your knowledge or comprehension. They are the main instrument used to evaluate your learning by most educational institutions. So now let's proceed on the type of test. Number 1 is diagnostic test. These tests are used or diagnose how much you know and what you know. They can help a teacher know what's need to be reviewed or reinforced in class. They also enable the student to identify areas of weakness. Number 2 is placement test. These tests are used to place students in the appropriate class or level. For example, in language schools, placement tests are used to check a student's language level through grammar, vocabulary, reading comprehension, writing, and speaking questions. So next is a progress or achievement test. Achievement or progress test measures the student's improvement in relation to their syllabus. These tests only contain items which the students have been taught in class. So next is proficiency test. These tests check learner levels in relation to general standards. They provide the broad pictures of knowledge and ability. So next is internal tests. Internal tests are those given by the institution where the learner is taking course. They are often given at the end of a course in the form of final exam. External tests. External tests are those given by outside body. Examples are the TOEFL, IELTS, and GMAT. The exams themselves are the basis for admission to university, job, recruitment, or promotion.
Hello, my name is Paulo de Cebalilo. Today I'm going to discuss about evaluation. So, what is evaluation? It's a process that critically examines a program. It involves collecting and analyzing information about programs, activities, characteristics, and outcomes. Its purpose is to make judgment about the program, to improve its effectiveness, and to inform programming decision. So, discuss assessment vs. evaluation. Assessment is a way to identify the level of performance of an individual, where areas evaluation is performed to determine the degree to which goals are attained. So next, assessment is a process-oriented. It refers to feedback from the student to the instructor about the student learning. So evaluation It's product-oriented. It refers to feedback from the instructor to the student about the student learning.
Hi everyone, I'm Conrad Troy Flores. So for this video, I'm going to talk about measurement. So measurement is the act of determine a target size, length, weight, capacity, or other aspects. There are a number of terms similar to measure but which vary according to purpose, such as weigh, calculate, and quantify. In general, measurement can be understood one action within the term's instrumentation. Types of measurement. Generally, there are three types of measurement: direct, indirect, relative. So, first, direct. Direct, find the length and breadth of a table involves direct measurement, and this is always free if the toast is valid. And direct to know the quality of heat contained by a substance involved. Indirect measurements, for we have to first find out the temperature of substance with the help of a thermometer, and then we can calculate the heat contained by the substance. Also relative to measure the intelligence of a voice involves relative measurements for the score obtained by the voice in an intelligence test is compared which norm it is abused. The psychological and educational measurements are relative. And also the last one is, what is the relationship between test and measurement? So the tests are a specific instrument for measurement. Administration of a test is a process of measurements. Without test, measurement is not possible. Measurement is a technique necessary for evaluation of the status of a certain attribute or properties, and is a terminal process. So thank you for listening. Sana may natutunan kayo.
So good day everyone, my name is Mark Lloyd Beltran and my topic is all about assessment. So number one question, what is assessment for learning? Assessment for learning, or AFL, is an approach to teaching and learning that creates feedback which is then used to improve students' performance. So guys, yung AFL daw ay isang teaching and learning method para ma-enhance ang performance ng isang estudyante. Second question, assessment of learning. Assessment of learning occurs when teachers use evidence of students' learning to make judgments on students' achievements against goals and standards. Okay, so it happens when teachers use student learning data to assess student performance against expectations and norms. And this is also example of summative assessment. So third question, assessment as learning. Assessment as learning occurs when students reflect on and monitor their progress to inform their future learning goals. So students focus on their track, their success to shape their future learning objectives. And assessment as learning, this is also example of formative assessment. So number 4 question, discuss formative assessments and summative assessments. So first one, let's talk about formative assessment. Formative assessments are quizzes and tests that evaluate how someone is learning material throughout the course. And the other way, summative assessment are quizzes and tests that evaluate how much someone has learned throughout the course. So in formative test or formative assessment, throughout the course, quizzes and assessment determine how someone learns sa material. So dito sa formative, kung paano siya natuto sa gamit ng material. Summative assessment are quizzes and assessments that determine how much someone has learned during a course. Kung paano niya natutunan or kung paano niya na mas nabiyasa during a course.